Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Saur, Darkchylde. I'm with autism, and welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Now, not to confuse any of you from all of my previous videos I've been uploading lately, but as of this video, this is the first video in Final Fantasy XIV that I've been working on since episode 15 aired, which was a long time ago. Why am I making a video now? Well, it's kind of hard to explain, really, but I'm just glad that I'm back and able to continue. So, our mission is currently Shadow of Darkness. I don't remember much since last time I officially recorded an episode on this series. So let's go talk to the Swift Flame Commander and see what we need to do. We're level 65, so we should be fine from this point out. A masked man? Ah. You are come on behalf of the Scions. Of course. Yes. As we've already relied on Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about East Thanalan. A brass blade stationed on Highbridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slaying a marauding horde of Quickward, and fate can be cruel sometimes. But do not be so quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge sees its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with the merchant named Haihibaru. The fellow's always starved her for customers, and he's no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you've the coin or the mind to spend it. Well then, let's go find this person. That's near Count Drybone. Okay. I best get moving. Alright, Chobi, let's get moving. I think that's the name of my chocobo. I'll have to check later. I've been busy on a different Final Fantasy character file while working on Maria on the side. So far, we've been doing pretty well in this story as a white mage. And we learned all the abilities that we can for the time being for this storyline, A Realm of Reborn. To learn more, I gotta get to the next storyline, which is Heaven's Ward. but we got a good deal of story to take care of before we can get to that point. Just so long as I keep party members alive during certain dungeons that we have to do and focus on the main story, we should be fine. Alright, Camp Drybone is to the left of us here. We just need to keep going until we get to that bridge not far from here. I was thinking of doing the entire storyline of each expansion as a healer class, but I'm curious as to what you guys think. Would you like me to keep going as a healer, or would you like me to change classes for each storyline we go into? I'll probably make a poll about this sometime in the near future, just to get your opinion on if I should keep going with the same class or mix it up with a few different classes. Welcome to High Adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hihibaru, who can provide it, probably. You're after a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after the masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have heard in one of the many rumors I have heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of Malthal began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that Highbridge would turn into a bustling hub of pilgrims. But thanks to the endless beastman raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares? Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant? The masked man? Bah! I take your bloody masked man. Thou take your masked man, bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go and ask the other merchants. Ask around on the other merchants, huh? Alright. I've heard tell of a masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere about Thanaland too. Enough folk have reported seeing him to convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination. But little is him otherwise. Okay, that's one merchant. What about the other two? On the trail of a masked man? Aye, I've heard of him. but in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say, little though it is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't. Nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without any shady characters lurking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of the Quinn raids. None but the most devout pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The Quinn raids are so constant, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked man. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I finally got some honest-to-God's information of your masked man. And why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll, minding my own business, when I noticed a column of smoke rising for a coffer over the Thal respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Quinn arrived soon after, and the group began talking at length. I'm afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group has despaired, an idea came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rats. So, what do you think? That's sound reliable information, even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Well then, let's go check it out. We ain't got a moment to lose, buddy. Let's make haste over there. I just hope we don't run into a level 50 beast on the way here. Despite that I'm level 65, I might not stand a chance against a level 50 enemy showing up here. And it looks like it's not here, so that's good for me. But it looks like an event, or rather a random encounter, has appeared. Just ignore now and see if we can question the person or find out what we got for this destination here. What do we got? Where's our quarry? Oh, there. Person we're looking for. Best head back to that Lillifell and report what we found. Hopefully, this little back and forth thing will be anything but useless. Wrong person. Back so soon? Were you able to find any clues leading to your unmasked man? Gasp! This scroll! It bears the prayer of Rolar, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Roglager her is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to reave him. I'd wager my last skill that your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such a diverse network of contacts. That self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here in Highbridge? The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in with is somehow connected to your masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you go pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo over in southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is a favored destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, accept the life of adapt to life in Olda. The hearts of the denizens are said to be barren as the wasteland they've lived in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Be prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who has, relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihera, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obligated if you could send my love. Not a day goes by I don't think about her. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped that you would linger here a while, call for some friends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Whether it's you up, wherever you end up, I wish you the best. Next up, I need my map. That way I know if I'm going in the right direction, which I'm pretty sure that I am. And I need to sneeze. For any side quests that are needed to be done during these storylines, I take care of them off screen, that way I can focus on the story. Okay, don't need that map anymore. As that big column of rocks there is Little Alamigo. If only my chocobo can run a little faster. Let's look for that person we're looking for. There you are. Why, yes. Hibaru is my father. He said what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him, but it's just... Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't bother you with my family matters, but I'm grateful to you for delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others here may have something. I would recommend you first speak with Gondoblad, Bald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders.
Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked man, you say? And why should we help you, pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone!
Rude. But let's see if we can do something to make him open up a little more. Well met, adventurer. I'm Gizelbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gondobald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardship, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow men where I can. And you seem a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, might be as I lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but men on outlook for Amalja to the south of here. If there's any suspicious activity, they are like to have seen it. I had in mind to take them each a cup of sweet thanalan tea, so as to lift their spirits.
If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know.
Gladly. Don't mind if I do. Just gotta follow the markers on my mini-map here.
Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here. So leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees? Like as not.
My competitors, hers as compatriots, as live here go about as they are dead on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That's a little harsh.
You there. Are you in Almalja? No? Then get... Ah, the sophistical aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet vanillin. I'm going to enjoy this. What? A masked man? Don't know, don't care. Unless he's got dark scaly skin, and foams all, and has a face of a lizard. Then I don't give a mother's fart.
Tough crowd.
Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalja overruns us, I'm blaming you.
For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, but with the mask and the robe, but assuming it was a he was talking to some Alamegans. I assume he was one of them. Is that right? We've got some questioning to do.
Oh, you're back. So, did my outlooks have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're getting any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't get far without Alamegan's trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriots up there. Some they respect to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger. If as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gondelblad Bald belongs to Alamigan resistance, so your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them.
Looks like we're gonna need to talk with Minthelia. Let's see. The closest to get to teleport back to her is Horizon. So far, so good. Bit slow in progress, but at least it's progress nonetheless. Minthelia, what do you got for us? Welcome back, Maria. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alaman refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live in the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that be more could be done to ease their hardships? I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribur. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribur is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area.
If it isn't Maria Ronzos, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigans' resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my alliance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same, to liberate the liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Breda, and she is a resistant quarry mill. So say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Quarry mill, huh? I think I know where that is. Oh, hey, Biggs and Wedge. Let's see. Quarry mill, huh? Just outside the Black Shroud. You want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh. Why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Harry Bert sent you. That worthless whoreson. He abandoned his comrades and his women, and now he has the gall to ask me a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see the bloke over there? That's Murfred, a captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Hi, I'm Murfred, a proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Golan, sir. His wounds gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God damn it! I've asked the villagers for aid. He'd got on my knees and begged, but they would refuse to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Corimo Crevens wouldn't turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightfully convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. One of Mifred is in a bad shape, you said. I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who could help,
help you, it be Harleen, the helmet's resistance herder. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed by a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12 Wood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast of or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the bots. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever have it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Then I feel like we're gonna have to take matters into our hands.
That's how it has to be, huh? The bloody hare might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I lead my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we've found indifference. The cold-blooded bastard here want us out. Oh, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of them aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galayan can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed element, it won't help us. So I've noticed, but no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, in Long Antelope Horn is a traditional reef with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'll forever be in your debt.
Consider it done. I gotta go northeast, huh? Piece of cake. That's 1. 2. 3. Just need 1 more. There you are.
Ah, you're back. Tell me, you've got the 4 horns with you? You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise. He's Rollicker. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now, we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Baskaran, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away a folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you take the horns over to him and have them grounded down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Farameld. Here, Godspeed.
Wrong person. Ah, Maria, ever the sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Well, these look good old antelope horns. Need them ground into make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound, years and years ago. Safe to say, they saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in the quarry mill? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head about the payment. I still owe you a deal for more than you owe me, I reckon. It is well to see you return. You have the medicine for our brother? God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Gollin receives the treatment at once. Hopefully, this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him. Try to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Adventurer, Gollin has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking around, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to determine to where it was before, or worse. You need to find him, Ankley. Start by asking Breda. Might be as a woman seeing something. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Gollin. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way to safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. With that I know when he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. I love Gullion bears. Hers for his brothers is so strong. He's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the woods in his weakened state is suicide.
Out in the woods, wilds, alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! My men and I will scour the wood for Gullion. And please, help us find him before something terrible happens.
Well, because of the cursor on our minimap, we know where he is. He's in that cave.
Watch out! A goblin!
Yeah, it'll take more than a level 27 goblin to kill me.
Gullion! Captain? But why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're all Amigans, and all Amigans never forsake one another. Our ship be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. Hit the oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamigo soil again, together, and not at all. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you wish we didn't find you.
I can't thank you enough for saving Gullion, and I will see you back at Quarry Mill. I'm just somewhat doing my job as a white mage, helping healing the people that are wounded. Gullion's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he gets strong enough to take a road hood again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things have relatively settled, I seem to recall you wanted something from me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask me anything, and it's yours, as long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo? That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gondobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I'd no doubt that he will do all in his powers to aid you. Alrighty. Back to Alamigo. Little Alamigo, anyway. Hey, Gundable. Hold. I got a letter for you.
Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Murfrid? It has been so long since I last heard from him, and I have feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Murfrid sees you as a friend, and any friend of Murfrid is a friend of mine. I know this mask of stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trice, but they're not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they might feel obliged to talk.
Okay. Let's start with the other side of the place. That way I can work my way back to him. Let's see what information we can get from these people. Lower ground, huh? What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say that I have, and I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking about, oh, right suspicious like, but I've not got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it, and that there's trouble marks my words. Did not meant to do a swift cast there. I meant to do running.
Gundobald sent you? Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... You don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw an old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in on it.
A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be.
Seems like all of them are tight-lipped.
So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to raise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Not would do who but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, We don't realize what we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. All Amigo has fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me.
Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wildred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundobald and wants a word with you. Said he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here.
Over. This is either a trap or he's dead. I have a very strong feeling that it's a trap. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Cur, got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her! Yeah, you're making a big mistake, buddy. I won't let you foil our plan. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beaten us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Stubborn kid. You have a good cause, but you're doing it for a wrong reason. Going about it all wrong. Attacked by Walred and cronies? That they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Let's hope that we can. Well-read mentioned attaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundobald. Bertolina? God preserve, what happened?
I was out foraging when the corpse brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling to the hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans?
Do not use such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what be strong. I swear to you, those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know us?
Walred, he saw me outside. He was so angry.
I must end to Bertillana. Meantime, I need you to go out, find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash.
I have the same feeling as well, my friend. Let's see. What are you kids up to? Long time since I've done Realm Reborn. I'll speak with him last. Hunting knife.
What those animals did to Bertillana is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. With Walred to the bitter end, I'm not afraid of a few lizards. If this place succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundobald's content and to eke out an existence in this mutiny, is in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map?
Almighty Rolger, Lord of Destruction, I implore you, lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Here to interfere again? Well, here, our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Oh, you foolish child. Your hatred will be your undoing.
Gone? The whole lot of them?
Then this is as I feared. Heard,
They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it that they mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Zarrock? Wait, you said Walred spoke for crystals. did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded at all. They have no notion of how dangerous they are. Or they'll be butchered before they get in the 100 yomes of the crystal. They are headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. On it.
Let's just hope we're not too late.
Walred, did no other survive?
This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. We...
Pull yourself together, lad.
We were going to make an offering of crystal to Rogar, to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zerok and make off with the lizard man's cage, but they caught us, and so many dead.
Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls.
I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youth folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of all Amigan people. This hope I will guard with my life. And I'm level 31 for this, okay. Forgive us, we only wanted...
The excuses will keep.
Here comes reinforcements.
The whelps must pay for their crimes.
Adventurer, stay close to the wild red.
No, I won't. I don't want to die. Mommy! Almost have him. Your skills at arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youths could learn much from a woman like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let us return to little Alamigo.
Wait! We've come all this way! We have to get the crystals! They're right there, right for the picking!
Have you learned nothing, Walred? If you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends?
What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Rolgar. He swore!
Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back at little Alamigo. I dare say Maria will wish to hear it as well.
Indeed I would. Indeed I would.
No more lies, Walred. Tell us everything.
I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Rolgar, about using crystals, and then we never saw him again. We wanted to so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor, that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution, nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live like, even die like beasts.
Listen to me, Walred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on in all of us. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider.
I won't. I promise. Thanks to you for saving me, and I'm sorry I tried to kill you. You got a lot to atone for, kid.
My thanks as well, friend.
It gives me hope to know there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of the comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Looks like we got ourselves more friends, and it looks like we're about to square one. Would that be we had more information to offer, but what Walred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. He unchecked that man
and will bring about a great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words.
Time to go report back to Minfilia.
If I had to guess, I'm probably halfway through the story now. I'm not 100% sure. I have to check the list of main story quests for Rome Reborn. But we got a decent amount of these story quests out of the way, so that's a good thing. But it looks like our trail for the masked man that we're looking for has run cold. Best report back to Minfilia and report to her on what we've learned so far. Welcome back, Maria. I'm reliably informed the information took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds. You say? Precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that ail the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by Almegan will. We must needs delve deeper into this. While things remain quiet on the primal front, all work and no play makes Minfilia a dull scion. Did you say something? Nothing, milady. I like Tataru. She's cute. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. While you were tending to business in Thanalan, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the south same area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. 12's willing. We will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Norexia can flourish you with the details. Pray, speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there, Maria.
Walking Ones to investigate Sinister One? Then heed will this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ascon Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking around should go and speak with Digging One on Medrod. Digging One is to be found in Fall Ground Float in the North Shroud. The North Shroud, huh? Let's see. So glad I filled up the map crystals while I was on break. But please, leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. 'Tis only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Let's see, soothe. There it is. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I saw something terrible, that's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can talk straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was heading back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eye and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, a glimpse was enough to tell me what she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating the same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever we can. Aye. Anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Midrod's hysteria ever again. All right, teamwork. That's what I wanted to. Wait, I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay her for comforting me. Alrighty. One more thing and then I'll be all set. So, here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only a scalin known as Zitz, his could inflict such wounds. That's why some of the folk are pointing a finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures, and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? This is getting more and more interesting.
But what can we find out from this investigation? And will we get any further in trying to hit this Ascian we're after? Find out next time in Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did and would love to see more, hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you want. Ring that bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and sometimes Saturday and Sundays. All of this helps my channel to grow so you have more videos to enjoy. Until the next episode, my friends, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.